Jews, if you're the kind of person that says, I don't want to believe that, or I can't believe that, then this message is not for you. But for the rest of the people, I want to discuss what's happening in Judaism today and understand together why some of the things that we see in reality don't make sense. If this is Judaism, if all these people for so long, 3 generations, in fact, have been doing all these good things, and there's so many tzaddikim and holy men that have been in our modern times, and they're doing all these weird things that actually aren't Judaism, but whatever. Where's the Mashiach? And why also isn't, all well in the land of Israel with the Jews, a holy nation in the Holy Land? What's going on? It's because we don't understand properly. We're coming to incorrect conclusions because of our ignorance. It's not a matter of believing anything. It's a matter of knowing the information that's in the Torah is actually objective truth about the reality. Chassidut, it's a movement that started in the 1800s, not by the smart people following Judaism, but by the ignorant, illiterate people that wanted an experience of religious whatever. And we can see now 3 generations after the fact that it's just completely out of control. We think that the cults of today are Orthodox Jews because that's what we've grown up to understand based off of incorrect information. And there is actual information and facts that we can go back and look at how this happened, what happened. So I've done many videos on that, but what I want to say is that, so when we know that, okay, when we know that these cults that we think are Orthodox Jews, when we know that they're not practicing Judaism, then it makes sense that A, the Mashiach hasn't come, and B, that after 3 generations, God is trying to shake us out of our complacency and just accepting this, even though it doesn't make any sense. Also, most Jews will not study Torah and whatever because this repulses us. There shouldn't be Orthodox Jewish pedophilia problems, which everyone just accepts as a normal. Like when I started doing tshuva, and I would talk to this lady who was Breslov, and she would say things like, "Oh yeah, well," I would say things like, "Well, why are there cameras in the mikvahs?" And she'll say like, "Oh yeah, that's because of the pedophilia." Like that's a normal end result of a holy practice of Judaism from the holy people, from the Orthodox people. You see, I watched so many documentaries on Netflix about the cases in Australia of Chabad, and everyone in Chabad is like, oh, it's just completely normal, like that everyone's families have pedophiles and whatnot. And I'm like, that's not normal. You guys are in a cult. So again, so then when we say things like, okay, well, why are in Orthodox religious ghettos or areas, why no one follows the laws? Like they're building sukkah at 3 a.m. and waking all their neighbors up. It's like everything is done not in the right way. It's again, we can understand all of this if we're willing to accept the truth. They don't follow the halacha. I know this because I live amongst them. When I see aggressive people, at the beginning I was like, well, this is strange because I lived amongst the goyim all my life. I had 0 problems with my neighbors in all of my life. And here I come to an Orthodox religious community and I see people stealing and I see people doing crazy things like building, renovating their kitchen at 2 a.m. And everybody is suffering, but no one's saying anything because there's this concept that you can't say anything to anyone. Everyone's kadosh now. Everyone's a tzaddik now. And the actual results in reality are not a better community, a better reality for everyone. Like you would expect if everyone's following the laws of the Torah and getting God's blessings. But we see the opposite. So again, the correct conclusions can be derived from correct understanding of actual objective information, which is in the Torah and also the prophecies. And also we know about the Erev Rav. We know their tchunot, their characteristics, azei panim, azut panim, the aggressive, confrontational, not the opposite of what we would expect from holy, pious people. But so this is also something that's hard to accept, perhaps. But when the Goyim talk about fake Jews and the Ashkenazi Jews and the Khazarian Jews, it's not like they know everything, but they're pointing out an actual problem. The problem comes from Ashkenaz. The problem comes from Europe, and it is the Chassidut. Everything started there, and they've taken over Judaism. Okay, so the problem is this is embedded so much now. It's in all of our books. All of the people that basically took over Judaism slipped all of this excommunicated information into all of our books. So it looks legitimate now. Now they say that the Yanuka is a holy man, so he's a holy man. They say that the Rebbe was a holy man, he was a holy man. They say that the Besht was, the Baal Shem Tov was a holy man, he was a holy man. But go and look at the actual information, the excommunications and all of the reasons for them, and the 100 years that the Mitnagdim fought against them. And now see the fruits of all of these 3 generations later. You see more perfected people, because that is what Judaism will bring to perfection, to harmony, to peace, to the revelation of God in our reality. Is that what we're seeing? It's not. It's not what we're seeing. So now we should be able to understand everything. If you will understand it, go and learn and understand. So just to be clear, when I say 3 generations, I'm saying 3 generations after the excommunication was not being upheld, there was a Holocaust. Now, 3 generations after the Holocaust, this is our reality right now. So, also, there's something that we have to know, that in Judaism, there's like a chitzoniut, an outside part, and a pnimiut, an inside part. That's why there's 4 levels to the Torah. Where people are getting confused and going wrong is in the pnimiut, because that's the deeper aspects of the Torah, where the sodot, the secrets of the Torah, are. Now, what Ashkenazi Jews did was say, no one can learn these things. No one is allowed to learn the Kabbalah. No one's allowed to learn the Zohar. This leads to dangerous situations like false Mashiach, etc. So what you're left with is just the chitzoniut, just the one dimension of the pshat. And this is not how also halacha is made, not by the pshat, but by the more spiritual aspects of our reality. And again, reality is complicated. It's not for pashtanim. It's not for people who want to experience this physical world and try to experience some sort of spirituality via emotions, via dancing, via, just incorrect spiritual information. And again, like, a lot of these people don't have access to outside information. They don't look at the internet. So it's like, how are they going to know what a Freemason is, and that their rabbi or rebbe is a Freemason, or that should bother them, or that. So again, we can't follow blindly anyone. We have to understand, and we have all of the information to understand, and it should make sense in our reality, so we don't come to incorrect conclusions like chas v'shalom, there will be no redemption, or chas v'shalom, the Torah isn't true, or Judaism creates disgusting people. That's incorrect. But rather, the real sad situation is that Judaism has been hijacked by irreligious atheists, the Zionists, and also the excommunicated Sitra Achra Chitzoni Klipa Erev Rav of Chassidut. And that is the truth. And if you go and understand and learn, you will understand, you will know, and you will hopefully try to rectify this.